I'll do the intro.
All right, do the intro.
Welcome everybody to day 3. Jordan had something he wanted to say and a question he wanted to ask for the class. Jordan?
All right, so
No.
hold on.
Just ask a question.
Opinion, what's the cure to our westernized kind of idea that it's okay to catcall at women and that sort of thing? What is the solution in your opinion?
What is the solution to catcalling? Certainly not walking around in my underwear.
You just shattered her world.
Yeah,
Shattered.
I know, I ruined it.
How's it gotta be Family Guy though?
I don't know. That was just the meme that I had up on deck, man.
MooshCast? MooshCast?
But welcome to the very first episode of the Mooshi podcast.
It's just a pilot.
It's just the pilot.
This is just a pilot.
Whatever. It's the first episode. Technically, the pilot is the first episode.
Yeah.
You gotta believe in it. You gotta
Yeah.
believe in it.
No, I believe.
All right, that's
We're
good.
just talking about stuff. We don't have any actual.
Content or
Content?
stuff, topics that we're just
Yeah.
gonna. It's just the free
Basically,
flowing
this is just a way for me to connect with you.
with you with
I
me.
looked at Jordan when I said that.
Well, I'm glad.
With you
And by you, do you mean like the audience or with
and
you?
the audience.
And the audience.
If you're there,
Oh.
ask me a question. I'll answer it next time I do one of these.
Leave your questions in the comments down below if we decide to post
anything. What's your favorite color? You like taco?
Yeah, taco's a good color. What
Pizza.
is? Oh, that's also a good color.
Chinese.
I don't like Chinese. No.
What color would Chinese be? Don't say
Don't
say the obvious one. What color? If you could pick an entire color for China, which one would it be?
Business suits and
That's not a
pollution.
color.
Well, whatever color pollution is. So like a smog green.
You can't say
Smog-
yellow.
Yeah, no, that's it. You just said it.
You can't say
You
yellow.
can't say yellow. That was an obvious
The
answer.
smog in Boston is yellow.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I haven't seen the smog in Boston.
I went whale watching in Boston.
Damn. How was it? You hate the ocean, though.
I do. It was terrifying.
I feel like it would be.
It was. The only part that was fun was driving out there because you would stand on the boat
Mhm.
and you'd just be going like 80 or something, and the wind would just be slapping you and you get freezing cold.
Yeah,
But
it's cool
It's
to
cool.
feel like, you know.
and you see the whales
movement.
and you feel like in an instant you could just be swallowed.
Oh no, seriously.
So I'm just not.
and then done.
You're done.
No, that's it. That's over. I mean, they're not going to eat you, but it would be a very weird meal.
They could do it by accident. You die.
Yeah, no. A whale could slap you with its fin and you'd die.
Yeah, or could like breathe on you.
A whale could whip its dick at you and you'd be dead. Imagine, I don't know. I don't
Whales
want to
have
get
big
into
dicks?
Yeah, oh my god, they have huge dicks.
I've never seen a whale.
You want to
dick.
see a picture of a whale?
No.
dick? You sure?
Yeah.
Dude, I can pull it up on my laptop.
I really don't
So
want
it
to see
won't be
a
like on the
picture.
school computer. This could be for scientific purposes. I'm just saying.
Yeah, do it on a school computer. Actually, just Google
wanna do it on a school computer?
whale penis.
Whale penis. I'm gonna do it in incognito just so nobody knows.
That makes you even more suspicious.
I don't think that they'll know. All right, let's see. Whale
It still shows up on the fucking.
penis. Let's see.
Oh, there it is.
It's just like a pink. It's just pink.
It's like
it's a pink blob. It's a pink squid.
You think
Not really a
people
squid.
saw that and thought? You think people in the olden days saw like a whale penis like that? Basically, it's just a giant pink tentacle that comes out of the whale.
Essentially, it's a giant.
Do you think
pink
people saw
tentacle.
that in the olden days and
Yeah.
thought it was like the kraken, and that's where the kraken came from? It was just a whale dick coming out of the ground.
I think it was like an orgy of whale dicks because the kraken technically has multiple.
Yeah, like
tentacles.
several whale dicks.
And they're just like circling.
Yeah, and then there's just like a Spanish boat,
Yeah,
like
and
like
what the fuck
delivering
is that?
spices or something.
No, they're living slaves. Obviously, I mean,
Slaves covered in spices.
Ooh, Kentucky Fried Slaves.
It wasn't even. Okay.
All right, enough. You get. Oh my God, look, the Loch Ness monster is finally solved. I should save this actually.
That's not funny though.
No, but just
They can't see this.
No, the
people
point
who are
is to
listening just
put
can't
it.
see.
The point is to put it in the.
They can't see though.
You don't want to show them a picture of a whale penis.
Make this the thumbnail if you upload it.
Okay, I'll make it the thumbnail.
Uh,
It'll immediately get taken down by.
No,
by
well,
YouTube.
it's a whale dick.
Well,
Let's see
if we
what's in
post specifically this, I feel like it's vague enough for people just to not exactly.
Well,
know
you could
what
crop it and just show the dick. Don't show the word
That's
whale
true
penis
because
under it.
no, actually that's a very good point because it really just looks like a tongue Like a cylindrical tongue.
Yeah, if YouTube's taught me anything, any kind of nudity, even if it's whales, will get you like at least 300,000 views.
That's a very good point. So, and this is why we make all these folders. This is the media. You know, we just save this in here, and then we have the picture. You know, we're gonna save another one. Let's find a good one. I like this one right here. This is another good picture of a whale penis.
We derailed already.
It's not derailing.
We've derailed.
Derailed from what?
We were gonna talk.
What were we gonna talk about?
No, we didn't have a topic yet.
Exactly.
So we haven't even gotten on the rail yet.
No, but we're taking
a stop at
Whale Dick Station. We were talking about you and whale watching and how you're scared of the ocean.
Yeah, that was scary.
The giant creatures inside there.
It's not so much the giant creatures. I think those are cool. I think it's a fear of being helpless in the ocean.
Because technically, that's like the most helpless you can be besides space.
Because you literally can't do anything.
Yeah. I mean, you can maybe wade in the water for like
fucked.
5 minutes at most.
The ocean is not meant for you to be in, and for something huge that doesn't even like notice you, that could just be in the ocean, is terrifying to me. You have no power in there. I need power.
You need power. You want to have the ability to run away / fight, and inside the ocean you cannot run away.
Yeah, if I can't do that, then I'm like, well, I'm just dead. That's the last way I want to go. Helplessly.
Just putting in a marker for whale dicks.
That's a marker?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Well, Adobe Audition is a shit. Dang it.
Let's get to the topics.
All right.
Ask me a question.
All right, let's see. I have a few topics prepared. I said life and death.
What about it?
So, like, what is living the best life in your eyes, and then what is death in your eyes? I wonder if I have it
well,
here.
You're starting up deep.
I want, that's like the most obvious question. It sprawls into randomness.
So what is my?
Let me try to pull this thing up really quick beforehand.
Okay.
This is about death. I was doing a project, and my teacher was like, you know, you should throw Japanese characters or hiragana, katakana, and kanji around the screen because they look visually appealing. I was like, I agree. You know, if you look at this, like the actual strokes and everything, it's one of the most beautiful things that I've seen because it's illustration. It's strokes.
The way the language looks.
Yes, the way the language looks. Like English, I don't know. Maybe we're just like null or dull to English, whatever the word is to English.
What?
But that just looks cool, and I like.
It looks cool because you can't really read it.
That's and it looks cool. More like.
But to a Japanese person, that just looks like language.
So do you think that English in a Japanese person's eyes, or in a person who doesn't speak English's eyes, and not even like Spanish or French, because that's still kind of using like the English alphabet, not really the English alphabet. Letters? Yeah, but usually English letters. Stuff. People who use characters. Do you think that English looks cool to them?
Not in the sense that Japanese and hiragana looks good to us.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it looks cool to people who don't understand Latin roots and stuff.
Yeah.
And everything uses like Latin, but since it's so commonly used, since the alphabet is so commonly used in all these places for all different languages, it's not as cool as Japanese and hiragana, which is its own thing. I don't know. I'm not sure where it originated, but
I think it originated with China. I think the hiragana Japanese, that entire language or the entire character system, originated with China.
Yeah,
I believe. All right, so we're gonna be talking about
life and death.
Life and death. Let's put in a mark.
All right. So what do you want to start with first?
We're gonna start with death.
What is
and
it?
The only reason we're starting with death is because I had to do this assignment, and he wanted a quote. Or just like a whole bunch of hiragana, and I just didn't want to throw like random characters there. So I was like, all right, let's find a quote. And I was just feeling like really in the mood.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, a really good Japanese quote would be about death. And I was like, all right, so let's see what this is. So this is my version of it because I had to translate it, but is this it? Yes, this is the original, and this is the one I had to translate, and then this is what it actually came out to. So, autumn wind of the night, blow away the clouds around the moon's pure light, and the mists that cloud our mind. Do you sweep away as well? Now we disappear. What must we think of it? From the sky we came, now we may go back again. At least that's one's point of view. And I like the part where it's at least one point of view, because it's only one person's perspective. And he's like only thinking about him in that final moment. Yeah, as you're dying. Because this is usually when, I was reading about it, and it's like Japanese samurai, when they dishonored, obviously they would commit seppuku.
Yeah.
Yes, and then usually they would write a death haiku, a death poem, which is called a tanka. I had it up here. It's called a tanka, I think. Tanka. And essentially a poem about death and like in their dying moments, and that's just like dope as shit. Like, instead of just being gunned down in the street, like, this is, like, respectfully killed.
Yeah.
And then, like, instead of just chopping your head off, which does happen occasionally, you know, maybe the guy's grizzly, you know, he allows you to commit seppuku.
Well, it's death before dishonor. That's the whole, like, thing that they went by.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. I can get behind it.
I like it. I mean, death isn't fun, but I like that whole thing, you know?
It also is kind of scary, though.
Yeah?
It's like...
Taking your own life?
Well, you have to do it. You're the one that has to kill yourself.
Do you think you could ever kill yourself?
No.
No, I couldn't either.
I don't think I could ever. I think it's just not something I could ever think of doing.
No, neither could I. I've been there before. I've had suicidal thoughts, but I don't think I would ever fall through.
Yeah, I feel like to an extent, everybody has been at a low point where they're like, oh, there's no point in even living.
Yeah.
Some people have been closer to killing themselves than others.
Like, if suicide's a full 100, I've been maybe about, like, 60 to 70.
Yeah, if you want to put a scale on it.
If you want to put a scale on it.
I think everyone has felt something like that. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I don't think I could ever do it.
I don't think
Obviously, some people can do it.
Yeah.
Not most. Whoops.
Not most.
Not most people. Everyone.
Oh, well, technically, everybody can do it.
Well,
you have the ability to shove that marker up your butt right now and then shove this laptop down your throat and suffocate
That wouldn't
yourself.
kill me.
You could find a way.
It wouldn't kill me.
So what would kill you in this room?
A beetle.
A beetle?
Yeah.
Yeah? A beetle would just crawl into your eye and then...
Yeah, like a small one.
Yeah? What would
Small,
he do?
fast beetle.
Ooh.
He'd crawl, like, into one of my cavities
Mm-hmm.
and just start eating me.
That's a very fast beetle.
I wouldn't stop him.
But that would take, like, a while. And is that really suicide, though? That's not suicide. That's just an animal
Oh,
killing.
I let him in.
So you let him in. So you're like, hey, what's up, beetle? And he's
Yeah.
like, yo, what's up? And you're like, can you kill me? And he's like, yeah, no
Yeah,
problem.
my body didn't even reject him. It's
Oh,
just
damn.
he's part of my system now.
So I guess that is if because he's part of your system, he then becomes you. You know?
Yeah, I am the beetle.
You are the beetle.
The beetle is me.
And then that's how you kill yourself.
Yeah.
Damn. It's pretty cool.
I'm gonna create a new culture, a new religion.
Around beetles killing you?
Beetleology.
Beetleology? There is. It's called insectology? I don't
No,
know
that's
if
a science.
Okay.
This is
But
a religion.
this is a religion.
Yeah, where you worship beetles and everyone. The initiation to get in, the
Yeah.
pastor has to, from his left index finger,
Yes.
let a small beetle crawl into the ears of children.
To the children.
Yeah, it says, do not be
this
scared.
beetle.
Do not be scared, child.
He's letting this beetle
What's in it
molest
to
this
you?
child.
Yeah, and beetle goes in. Pastor kisses the ear
Okay.
of the child.
Does the beetle come
Sometimes slips some tongue in.
out? Ooh.
No, beetle goes in. He pushes the beetle in with his kiss.
Ooh.
The kiss from the god of beetles.
Is that you? Are you the
Goes
god of
right
beetles?
in. No, I'm not the pastor. I'm just like the guy. I'm the guy who plays the drums.
So you're not okay. So you're not Jesus. You're not God. You're just the dude who kind of started the religion and walked away.
Yeah, and then I play the drums.
Okay, that's cool. Now, why do you need drums? Is this like a Christian rock group, and you're
Yeah.
just okay?
We have a rock group.
Yeah.
On the off days.
You ever been? You have been to those churches where it's like it's like
I
rock.
was raised in those
Oh.
fucking churches, dude.
I don't know, man.
I grew up almost 4 days a week. I would have to go there in the evenings from like 7 to 9.
4 days a week.
From like 7 to 9 because my mom was at work and my grandparents would just go to church. And
Yeah.
they had to bring me because I was like 6, 7, and it was from 7 to like 11 or 12. I had to keep going there.
That's what I'm fucking like. It's
And,
3 fucking hours. Well, over 3 hours.
Yeah,
6
and
to,
it's
6
and
to-
it's literally like you'll have everyone will walk in all quiet, say hi to each other. It'll be a little noisy in there. Everyone's just walking in,
Yeah.
and then like everyone sits down. Pastor says something like he says "Good evening, welcome," all in Spanish though.
Okay.
Like, really, they don't understand when they talk into the mic. They don't understand for some reason. Maybe because they're so old, but like distance from the mic, which doesn't clip the audio. So like if I'm talking like this, the audio's fucking clipping right now, and that's what they were doing.
Yeah.
Y yo te bendiga en nombre de Jesús, amén. Like it was all red. It was all red.
Just destroy your eardrums. The Beatles will
Yeah.
fly out of your eardrums.
And they wouldn't stop. They did it every day.
Mm.
And then they would play their first song,
Mm.
just some Spanish Christian song. Guys would be drumming.
Would people
Dudes would
stand
be
up
singing.
at this point?
One
and
guy's playing guitar.
doing their
Everyone's
hands?
dancing.
Yeah.
Sometimes chairs went flying backwards. You
Goddamn.
never knew. Kids had to like fucking duck and cover under shit.
It's chaos.
It's insane. It was insane. There was like a corner where all the kids sat in,
Just scared.
scared.
The parents just
They
having a
didn't move.
manic episode.
The parents are dancing. Their fucking hands are going everywhere. It's like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I remember one specific time. They usually around the songs, sometimes halfway through their songs, they'll have a lady come out with a offering like bowl where you put your money in.
Oh, okay, not the Eucharist.
No, it's like a golden bowl.
Of course it's gold.
Full of money.
Ours was wicker baskets.
No, ours was a
Handles.
golden fucking bowl, like fake gold, obviously.
Ah, yeah.
But
I don't
like,
think they were
she would walk around. One lady was so into it in the aisles, she just fucking. She got really into like one of the jams, raised her arm and knocked the fucking offering bowl out of the other lady's hands, and it went flying, and money went everywhere. Money went fucking everywhere.
Making it rain.
Like,
yeah.
It was nuts.
It became a strip club at that point.
No.
The church then.
No. And then the song ended, and they all turned around their chairs and kneeled and prayed for about 30 minutes straight. 30 minutes of it went from the loudest possible music ever.
Yeah.
In the smallest building. So the sound just assaulted your ears. I still have ringing in my ears. It hasn't gone away.
Yeah?
I still the ears, the pain.
Well, this is like 4 times a week, every week for a while.
For years.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Insane.
Yeah. I remember my mom used to take me to church. I hated it. It was even for an hour. And then we went to this new church that was like 2 hours, and I wanted to fucking shoot myself.
I saw that church.
Yeah.
Is that the church you went to when I had to go?
Yeah. Cross Paths.
For those who don't know, I lived with Jordan for a while. Also, you didn't introduce yourself. I didn't introduce myself either.
Oh, welcome to the MooshCast. My name is Jordan, a.k.a. Blackie Chan, and that's my brother's name.
I'm Marcus.
Just Marcus.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hey.
Let me just put a marker there.
How you guys doing?
Intro. That's how you spell intro. Introduct. There you go. Well, there's the introduction, I guess. But back to churches. Yeah. Well, we lived together for like, what, 2 years?
Like a year and a half, yeah.
Year and a
Close
half.
to that.
Yeah. It was a nice time.
It was good.
Very weird, our experience.
Well, yeah.
Meeting each other and just coming into each other's lives, honestly.
Well, because it was forced.
It was very much forced.
It wasn't like.
Do you want to go into that on this podcast?
Yeah,
essentially
sure.
How we met?
Go into it. It literally, my mother broke up with her boyfriend at the time which we were living.
Is this the boyfriend that is now her husband?
Yeah, she got back together and now they're fiancés.
Yes.
And now we live together in another house. That's a whole different story though.
Mm-hmm.
So after she broke up, we had nowhere to go. Mm-hmm. Your mom was like, "Yo, we're just gonna. She can come stay." And she was like, "All right, fine. It's better than living in the hood again."
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, where did you guys have gone if not for this?
Back to Hartford.
Back to Hartford?
Yeah, back to some shitty part.
Okay.
Literally like the worst. But it was
yeah.
Felt awful. That was like the worst.
Mm.
Losing your house.
I'm sure.
Losing your house and like the life you knew, and then having to change like the school you were going to and
like
the bus route you took, and
yeah, your entire life kind of flipped upside down.
It was so weird to go through high school with that. I don't think that's why I did poorly in high school, because I did poorly in high school before that happened, but not that poorly.
So you kind of like declined even more, it's fine. It's a huge weight, and you're carrying that around, so it's hard to perform.
Like I wasn't homeless and I wasn't going through trouble because I didn't starve.
Yeah,
there was still food. Mm-hmm. But like, it felt like I was like losing a home. I was like losing my life. I had to like start all over. It was so weird.
Yeah,
I hated that. But it was cool when I met you, because it was like, okay, there's someone in here that has like common ground.
Yeah, we bonded over Game Grumps.
Yeah,
we were sitting in the kitchen.
We used to both watch Game Grumps.
Uh huh.
I was like, yo, dude, you watch Game Grumps?
Yeah, no, I was like, watching. Yeah, we were sitting on my kitchen table. I was watching Game Grumps. I think my mom and your mom were talking. And you were just kind of standing in the corner, and then you looked around. You saw I was watching Game Grumps, and you're like, Game Grumps?
How old was that, like 15? You were like 15, right?
Alright, so this was, my dog is 5 years old. I am 21 years old. We're going to call it 20 years old.
We got the dog, like, right.
We got the dog maybe that Christmas. I don't exactly know what time of year you came.
It was very close to Christmas we got that dog.
Was it a year in, though? I think it was a year in that we got the dog. I think you stayed a year. And then we got the dog around December. Not stayed a year, maybe like stayed a few months.
I think it was a few months, and then you got the dog.
Yeah.
And that was the loudest fucking dog.
She was for a while.
In the history of fucking dogs.
She's really quiet now. She's awesome.
Well, yeah, because when you're housebreaking a dog, they get really sad and bark because you have to put them in a cage.
Yep.
Or else they'll shit and pee all over the place.
Yeah,
but,
essentially. Yeah. But yeah, so we got the dog. So 5 years ago. So that like 15. I was probably 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, about that. So that's like sophomore year of high school.
Yeah, it was sophomore year because I remember my sophomore year halfway, just going to your
Yeah.
place and being like, well, now I gotta change buses.
Yeah.
It was so weird. Then I had to walk. The bus dropped me off where Matt lived, so I had to walk from where Matt lived all the way to your house. So it was like a 45-minute walk.
Yeah, exactly.
Every day. My legs are strong now.
Yes, you're very strong.
My legs are so strong.
And
now.
resilient to the cold.
Yeah, I know. I'm really like, I can walk in the cold weather for like hours now because I did it when I lived with you, and then I had to do it when I got my first job at Old Navy.
That's right, because you had to walk from
Pleasant, from the Evergreen. I had to walk all the way to Evergreen.
Yeah, exactly. To Old Navy.
Yeah.
How long was that walk? Like an hour?
Hour and a half, give or take. Cause yeah, sometimes you'd sit there waiting across that street forever.
Yeah. Because
like the cars would just not stop coming, so I had to sit for like 15 minutes, just like, oh, the cars are still going.
Yeah.
Can't cross the street. There's no crosswalk.
Damn. And didn't you hate Old Navy too?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
You said that their email system was good because they actually like emailed you.
Well, they emailed you the schedule as opposed to the other jobs I had now, which are just like, just come in on the weekend and look at the schedule. All right, it's enough talking about the jobs. Let's get back to your next question.
You want to get back to the next question? We still haven't covered life.
Oh,
that's
wait.
essentially kind of life.
What's that then? Ask me what your big question was.
What exactly is life? Like, and this is going to come into play with a few other topics because we can kind of because life is very broad, obviously.
Yeah.
So like, in your opinion, there's survival and there's life. Survival is just like meeting the basic requirements, and then life is just, finding something to live for, finding like your craft, your art, your passion, or maybe just finding a 9 to 5 to get by. That's kind of life. And there's just songs like that's life.
Yeah.
But what do you think makes a good life, I guess? Because I just literally wrote life, and I'm putting a marker just writing life.
I think at the end of the day, what life can be for you is like, to me, life is a balance. I have to balance all this shit because we don't live in a world where you can just do exactly what you want.
Yeah, that's true.
And just like be like, okay, yeah, I'm okay, I'm taken care of, I'm happy doing exactly what I want. But you won't, because if I did exactly what I want, which is just like, sometimes work on things and be creative, but mostly just chill. You wouldn't get any money.
That's what most people would do, just kind of like veg out, watch Netflix.
People would veg out if they didn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you can find a job or find some way of making a living for yourself that you at least semi-enjoy, as long as you can do that, you can devote all your other time into just doing what makes you happy.
Exactly.
Whether that is creating or just chilling or literally just sitting down.
And like you said, it's a balance,
Life is a balance between yourself, people around you, the world around you. Ideal life for me is something where I can just make an impact. If I can make a positive impact on the world,
and that could be just like helping someone or helping or drawing and then having that inspire someone or something like that.
Yeah, that's it. If I do enough of that, I can die happy, 100%.
All right, you'll eventually get there.
Yeah.
You'll find your craft. So you want to say that's about life?
That's mine for life. What about you? What do you think about it?
So life, like you said, is finding something, not necessarily a balance, but it's finding something that's worth living. The difference between life and survival is essentially, meeting all your basic requirements and then what? And then finding whatever you want, So in my ideal version of life, I would be running my own business. I would be essentially making whatever I want to make, having an audience that would appreciate my art and my way of, showing my view of the world, but that can get a little bit too not Hitlery, but follow me.
It's definitely getting to that realm of don't force people on you.
Exactly, no, but people who appreciate me and what I do, essentially.
Yeah.
And then feeling fulfilled from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's living a good life, and that's and being able to have a goal, to set a goal that you actually want to achieve, not just let me just find a 9 to 5 job, which can be a very good point in your life when you're at a very low point and you just want to find a job to sustain yourself. That could be a very good goal, but I have a high aspiration for myself to push myself a little bit more. But I find that my life is kind of in a rut at some points in time. I find that I'm not doing the best that I could. I'm not giving 100% with everything, and that to me is not a fulfilling life. if I'm here only for a specific amount of time, I'm here for only maybe like 80 years unless something happens. So I want to do something with that. I don't want to spend, from 25 to 62 working behind a desk and doing nothing.
Yeah.
I want to actually like do something, and that to me is having a good life. So that's kind of my view of life, my odd view of life. Kind of answer the question.
Everyone has a different view.
Yeah.
I feel like if you just, as long as you're able to be self-sufficient and like live, and you're not being a burden on other people.
Yeah.
For anyone, this isn't just for you or me. It's for anyone. Like, you're doing okay.
Yeah.
If you can afford to take care of yourself, you're doing okay.
That's fair.
It's hard to do that.
It is very hard to do. It's very hard to do that. But if you can do that, then fucking go you.
Like that, you're doing good if you can do that, because that's very hard.
I think so.
That's my idea of life. Granted, I'm 20.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
I'm
have a lot
21.
of life experience, so don't.
You actually have a good amount of life experience, though.
Yeah, but like.
Yeah.
It's minuscule compared to other people who have a lot more insight. But yeah, I'm just talking from what I know. I'm not trying to like preach to anyone.
Yeah. You're not trying to throw your hands up in a church.
No, hell no. I don't think
Clip
what I'm
the
saying
mic.
is worth anything. I'm just like, yeah, this is what I think.
Yeah. That's pretty good thoughts, by the way. I like your insights. They help me in my life.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
All right, I'll ask a question now.
Okay.
We'll
You want to go back and forth?
back and forth.
All right, tell me what the topic
variety.
is.
Have you ever had a joke just fall completely flat? Have you ever told a joke in a group scenario where you had the spotlight and it was your joke and nobody,
You just
no
buttered up the
reaction,
lines, yeah.
uncomfortableness?
Did you prepare the whole joke? The whole joke,
No.
everything in your head was
It
fine?
could be anything. You could be like a gag, or like you made a weird sound that you thought sounded funny. Like it could be anything. Like fucking
Yeah, there's a lot of them there. Just went by and say hi. Continue.
Sorry, I caught me off guard. Yeah, that joke just fall
You
completely
didn't even
flat.
see how
So your eyes go out.
Oh,
So
okay.
like reactionarily.
All right,
I'm
continue.
not a ninja. So yeah, have you ever had a joke just fall completely flat? Like
It's not that I've had a joke fall completely flat, but I do get that feeling, especially when I'm working at Tivana. I'm like trying stuff on people,
yeah,
and I'll just like completely fuck up my line or just like draw a blank, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
and then you get that feeling of like, awkward.
So what do you do to cope with that? Like what do you do to remedy the situation that you've now caused mass uncomfortableness with you and the person that you're joking with, or people?
Ooh, I think it's more of like, for me personally, because I don't really tell jokes. For me personally, it's more like making the other person uncomfortable, pushing them to that limit where it's like, okay, pushing myself to like a point where I find it funny that they're slightly uncomfortable, and then pushing it to like, oh, they're actually very uncomfortable and I'm making them uncomfortable, and that's not making me uncomfortable. Like in a work scenario, this is even worse.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen that often, but when it does, I just try to like, anyway, here's my actual job, and here's actually what I'm supposed to do, and this is me trying.
So you just drop it?
Yeah, no, I just drop it completely. I just drop the act. I'm like, anyways, yeah. So it's like, I'm like, yeah. So one time, okay. So there was this time when this very underage girl walked up to, not very underage.
I don't like where this is going.
She was not very underage. She was maybe like 16.
You want to cut this?
She was maybe like 15. Well, okay, I'm gonna put a marker.
Do you want to? You can cut this.
I'm gonna put a marker and be like, hey, maybe. Fuck. There was this very underage girl, not very underage, but maybe like 15, 16. I'm sampling, so she walks up to me, and I pour a sample. I'm like, here you go. And she's like, can you pour it in my mouth? And I was like,
she asked you that?
She asked me, and I was like, okay. And then so
Was she visibly underage?
she was visibly underage.
Let's sidetrack for 1 second.
Yes.
Sometimes with girls
Yeah.
these days,
Yeah.
I honestly can't tell sometimes.
No, she was not. What I can tell you is she was not 18, but she was not 14.
Yeah,
She was
there's a very
probably
distinct
like
gap.
15, 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some girls I think are like 20 are like actually 17 or 18.
No, the whole
Which is,
spectrum
like,
is
nuts.
thrown off.
I just
like,
don't
these
understand.
days. Especially with dudes.
Guys, stop eating GMO food.
Yeah.
Guys, stop. Chill.
It's making you fucking
Chill.
weird.
It's making you grow your tits at too early an age.
Yeah.
I'm very confused and I might get arrested one day. Please.
You're saying that you're slightly aroused by younger children, Marcus? This is actually a police confession.
Not
I have
to-
cops waiting behind that
Not to
door.
the point. Hey, do you guys know I can play kazoo?
Do you have it on you?
No.
Damn it! I wish you guys dude. So anyway, back to my story.
Yeah.
She said, "Can you pour it in my mouth?" Essentially, can you feed me this tea? And I looked. I was like, all right, this could be kind of weird. So I'm gonna go with it anyway. So I poured her the tea, and she gave me like the weirdest sexy eyes, and I was very uncomfortable. And it was a very slow and awkward moment. And
She
was,
hot though?
I'm not gonna answer that question.
Good.
But
It was just a test.
it was a test.
I didn't want to know or anything. It was just a test.
I could see in the future her being quite the biddy, quite the attractive person, but for legal reasons.
She's a time bomb.
She's a time. Yeah, sure, if you want to call it that. She's a time bomb.
She's a time bomb.
She's a time bomb.
I am her Bin Laden.
I am her Bin Laden. I will strap her to my chest and yell Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Is it racist?
Probably.
Alright.
I'm not gonna cut it out though.
No.
No.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
Alright, what was the. Alright, so she gave you the sexy eyes.
She gave me the sexy eyes. I poured it in her mouth, and she was like, she licked her lips, and she said, "Thank you." And I was like, yeah, I don't know what to say to that.
That was it? That was the end of it?
That was the end of it.
And you were uncomfortable?
Because what am I gonna say? Like, yeah.
Did she look uncomfortable?
No, she was feeding off of it. She was feeding off my awkward tension. But I was going with it because I usually go with the joke, but I just didn't have like a line prepared after that. I was like, I can't be like, yeah, come back or some shit
How
like
do you
that.
approach women like that? When the woman is the alpha, what do you do?
When the woman is the alpha, then I will definitely play along because I'm a beta.
She
as
alpha
fuck.
the fuck out of
She
you.
did. But when the alpha is 16, you can't do shit about it.
Yeah.
You get
When it's
beta
a-
blocked.
When you're underage alpha.
Yeah. No.
Beta block.
Beta blocked, man. Yeah.
I'm just joking, by the way. Alpha, beta, it doesn't.
You know, I like women being alphas.
Yeah.
That's the only way. Like,
I'm
they
not
actually
saying
get
I'm not
anything
I'm
out
not
of me.
saying that women shouldn't be alphas. Is what I'm saying. I'm okay with that. It's whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not a masochist.
Masochist is a person who enjoys being.
I'm not a misogynist.
I
That's the
think
one.
we can look it up really quick.
No, it's fine.
All right, I think misogynist.
Look, girls should go to school.
Girls should go to school.
Girls should be allowed to go to school and vote.
Yep, they should be allowed to live their lives however they want to live them.
But if you're black, dude, like just
Just don't even try. That black pussy,
get out of here.
subpar.
Okay.
That was a little bit too much.
No, don't cut that.
Okay.
Um,
I don't know. I was fucking some various types of pussy.
I don't want
found
to know.
that.
I literally don't want to know.
That's the whole
Like,
point.
just don't tell me.
All right, that's fine. I'm just saying.
Wait, you're gonna lead in? Were you gonna lead into?
I mean, we were just talking about.
Okay, unless it's you telling a joke during sex that fell flat, don't tell me about it.
All right, so we're still on the joke topic.
Yeah.
Okay. No, so that was just one of the many awkward moments that this is the one that I could distinctly remember, but there have been various awkward moments where that has happened,
Yeah.
where a joke has just fell flat or people just didn't pick up on it, and then I was just like,
Yeah, sometimes when you're testing material, especially if you're doing it in a place that you're unsure with, like a public scenario, your jokes will fall flat, and sometimes you're just with the wrong crowd. It's not even that your joke wasn't funny; it's just that you were not with the right crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you told what's a good example?
I know. Give me an example.
Like
What
you're
is-
telling a joke about
Rape. That's not a joke.
yeah, about rape to a bunch of 40-year-old mothers.
Yeah. That's not your crowd.
Like rape, the act of rape is not funny.
Not at all.
But rape
Be
can
careful what you're
be
saying.
funny.
Be careful what you're saying.
No, rape.
All right, so-
rape can definitely be used in humor. So can death. Same way as murder can be used. Any amount of crime
It just depends how.
can be funny if you deliver it well. I'm
If
not
you-
saying if you commit the crime. I'm saying if you tell a joke about it.
There will be some people who will laugh.
Like,
in the audience.
look at people laugh at 9/11 jokes.
That's very true.
People laugh at Holocaust
But people,
jokes.
yeah, but people
I laugh
laugh
at
like
Holocaust
I laugh at
jokes.
Holocaust.
I laugh at ISIS videos, dude.
Yeah, we all. Well, not we all do, but we all do.
There was a.
It's just that we can't show that face to the world. We have to be like, oh no, that's awful.
But there's a group that likes that,
Yeah,
and I feel like
I'm sadly part of that group. Not sadly, I'm not proud of it. I just find it funny.
and I don't. I think.
Why do you think we find it funny?
Because it's funny to look. It's a coping mechanism. The world's so fucked up that making light of it is a way to cope with it.
That makes sense.
People were probably making light of 9/11 as a coping mechanism recently when 9/11 happened.
Yeah. Obviously not right after it happened.
No, not right after, but a few months. Like,
Yeah.
give it a few months. People were joking about it because
Probably.
they were coping with the fact that actually something happened and
Something horrible
someone
happened
actually
and-
flew a plane into a building, and then another one, and then another one into a field.
Yeah.
That's hard to
No,
deal with.
it's a very tough pill to swallow.
If we can't laugh about stuff like that and cope with it, and learn to smile at the worst
Yeah.
of us and the worst of humanity,
you're just gonna end up crying in your bedroom.
you're just gonna end up alone, being like, "This is fucked," and everyone's gonna die.
Yeah, it's pretty much. All right, that's a very good point. That's a very good point. That's a very nice circle around.
Yeah. Did I save it? Did I say
No,
I'm
you
not a
definitely saved
I'm
it.
not a rapist?
No,
Did
I'm
I
not a
save
rapist
it?
either. I don't support rapists. I don't support rape. But there is, I guess. Hold on, we're gonna take a quick pause.
What?
We're gonna find.
So that's enough for jokes falling flat. You got another topic you want to talk about?
I do.
All right, bust it out. We'll go through a few more of these.
Yeah, we're at like
Okay.
42 minutes. We got a good thing going. Music and what kinds we like and how it influences us and our work.
Music.
Music.
Right now, big fan of the Sailor Wave, baby.
I'm a big fan of Future Funk, Sailor Wave.
Dude.
How'd you get into Future
J
Funk?
Disco.
Ah,
I just started looking on SoundCloud for shit. I was like, wow. I found the first group I found that did kind of a future funk thing
yeah.
was Android Apartment.
Android Apartment is really
I
good.
found them on SoundCloud because they got they were on a playlist, like a station that I was listening to.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool. I'll listen to these guys. Loved it.
Oh,
Looked at related artists. Found Macros 8299.
yeah.
They're fucking phenomenal.
Uh-huh.
Went through them. Found Young Bae.
Yeah.
Young Bae's probably my favorite right now.
Let me do some quick research. Let me go through my
Shout out to
SoundCloud.
Kokunoku. You don't have a lot of followers, but you are a fucking hero, Kokunoku.
Who's one person that doesn't have a lot of
I
followers?
love you.
I know I have a person.
I
like
love
that.
you, Kokunoku.
Let me go into my lo-fi playlist.
Oh, Dat Foot Dive. If you like depressing music, Dat Foot Dive is fucking phenomenal.
Samurai
Follow
Groove.
him.
Samurai Groove is really nice. They don't have a whole lot of music, but they're really good. Blunt Side has a really good track. Young Bae, of course.
Yeah.
All these good people. I don't know if it was you who got me into it. I know I definitely found it somehow. I don't know if it was you, but this playlist that you have, I'll link it in the description. The Fucking Wave. You
Oh,
got.
yeah. You like that one?
Oh, dude, it's phenomenal.
I like that one.
Yeah, and it's like really, really good because I feel like there's like different versions. There's Sailor Wave, there's Future Funk, and then there's like a
Wait.
lower Future Funk, which is more like city pop.
Sailor Wave for me is if you're using samples from Japanese songs, if you're like
Usually
from
Japanese
traditional
disco.
Japanese rock or Japanese disco songs or Japanese like some of them use like classical Japanese singing.
Yeah,
Some kind of like weird shit, but it sounds so good when they combine it with their instrumentals.
and it's like something about just the electronic instrumentals really fucks me up.
It's just like it's so good.
Yeah,
It's so good.
cannot recommend.
So
it.
yeah, I'm into that. For me, music is like I'll listen to it depending on what kind of mood I want myself to be in.
Most people. Yeah.
So if I want myself to be in if I want myself to stay in a dark mood, I'll listen. I have a bunch of playlists that are just depressing music. A lot of it takes samples from Evangelion. They take Evangelion samples and they put it over like sad beats for some reason. That
Is it
does for
lo-fi?
me. It's sort of lo-fi. Yeah, it's pretty
Okay.
lo-fi.
Yeah, I have a lo-fi playlist that's like that as well.
I like that. A lot of it's just sad instrumental beats or like really sad rap songs.
Yeah.
I like listening to rock music
Mm-hmm.
sometimes. I like
Occasionally
listening to
rock.
really, really upbeat, fast funk music
Mm-hmm.
and house music.
House music is good. I got raised in house music. My mom loves house music. That's how I got into it. Shout out Frankie Knuckles. Yeah.
Yes.
Really, really good. Really, really good.
I
Did
listen,
do
to everything.
see
I
it?
listen to classical music. I like
I don't
classical,
listen to too much
orchestral,
classical.
symphonic pieces. I have a lot of those that I like listening to. Some of them are American, some of them are Japanese.
I think that I would like the
Some of
Japanese
European.
better.
It's all instrumental.
I know.
The Japanese do it nicely.
They do.
I can link you a playlist
Yeah, totally.
that on SoundCloud.
Shoot me
has, like,
that,
100
and I'll-
classical songs.
Put it in the description.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I listen to. I listen to pretty much anything that fits the mood I want to be in.
Honestly, I feel like what most people do. But then there's like whatever mood you want to be in. There's different genres for different people.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely find myself now listening to a whole lot of lo-fi, pretty much exclusively lo-fi and future funk. That's pretty much my peanut butter and jelly right there. There's lo-fi and future funk. Cause
They're
like, yeah, exactly. They're fucking bomb.
It's
Lo-fi is
music.
Yeah.
It just keeps you there. It's like nice.
It's really nice background music as well. Like even all the lo-fi playlists, like relax, chill, game, study. That's how I found them. And it's like just like really good study music. Because I would just listen to like loops, like they're called homework edits of J Dilla beats, and I would just over and over and over Nujabes beats over and over and over.
Yeah, Nujabes is great.
One of the best. He was like one of the originators of lo-fi.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That whole type of thing.
Yeah.
So good. But yeah, they're just repetitive beats. I like it when. Okay, so what do you like when they add? I love saxophone in fucking future funk. Saxophone in future funk is just too good.
Saxophone's cool. I really like when they do the
and guitar as well.
When they do filters on the voices.
Yep.
I really like when they fade in and out with drums. I really like when they do switch ups with the drum beats. Where they'll have like one really fast one in the intro, and then they'll go like back to like a standard beat. It's fucking great. Yeah, this sample's been used in other music.
But they reused. Since we shouldn't really talk over music.
Yeah.
They reuse samples over and over and over and over, but it's always fresh. And I could listen to the same sample over and over by like 5 different people, and each song will be different, and I love each fucking song.
Yeah, it's great. That's what's so good about new music, man. Yeah. This is like a new wave of music that's coming out.
Do you think that it'll ever like? It's not gonna catch like super mainstream.
I think it's gonna hit mainstream.
You think it's really gonna?
Yeah, 100%. Eventually, like this will hit fucking mainstream.
Well, it is the future of funk.
It's not gonna be on the ground.
You don't think so?
No.
Right now, I would say it's like a little bit above ground.
I'm telling you, the Young Bay.
Oh.
He's gonna fucking skyrocket.
Probably.
That guy's going to skyrocket in popularity when smoking.
There's one song by Young Bay. I think I have it on here. That really fucks me up. Let me see.
My favorite song by him is Bay City Rollers.
City Rollers. That's exactly the one I was gonna play.
That's the one that I like the best.
Play this shit in the club, and then I'll fucking go to the club. Don't play fucking Soulja Boy Town. Play this.
Nobody
shit.
plays Soulja Boy.
I know, but just
play a little pump.
You
little doinko.
Stop playing little doinko. Stop playing little Life Is Dead.
Little jinky.
Little jeepers.
Little jinkies. That was my new rap. No, my new rap. So it's just Scooby Doo samples. It's actual, just like 25-minute episodes, just sampled and me saying over it.
You know, you could even sample just and then you can make a pretty good future funk song out of it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just about the music, the instrumentals.
Do you think that future funk will? There are definitely like clubs that will probably play future funk, but do you think that there will ever be just clubs that will play?
This shit is big in Japan.
I feel like it is.
It is 100%. I already know. People are doing concerts over there. Macros is doing concerts over there.
Like that's the type of music I would really fuck with.
In America, I think it's gonna take time.
Yeah.
But I don't think J Disco will hit it. I think the future funk without lyrics and samples in it from Japanese songs will hit big.
I think so as well. I mean, there's an example. I don't exactly remember what it is, but with actual like soul funk.
Yeah. And
it was American, and it still was good.
Yeah.
I still like something about the Japanese. I don't know. It just happens. Something about the Japanese future funk. Like the Japanese vocals, the Japanese disco, something about it makes it special.
I just like the language. I love the way the language sounds. It's beautiful.
It is.
I think there's just such a stigma of being interested in Asian culture in America. Whereas if you really like Japanese stuff and like you read a lot of Japanese manga or like you watch a lot of anime, you become this guy and you become this like stereotype of this fucking like closet shut in like fucking little bitch. It's like, he's a weeaboo is the word for it.
Yes, I think the proper word is weeb.
They all say weeb. Weeb is such like a throw around thing.
Exactly.
You talk about anything related to Japanese in a conversation with like 90% of my friends. I'll talk about anything Japanese. You fucking weeb. Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up, you weeb.
But I feel like there's a difference. There is a difference because I appreciate Japanese culture, though. In not my defense, I do not know a whole lot about Japanese culture. I do not know as much as I would like to know about Japanese culture, and I could do.
You have interest in it. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter like that. You like watching anime.
Yeah, of course.
What?
Yeah, I like watching anime. I love.
Why
I love hiragana. I love the language. I love the characters.
But you wouldn't say like you're obsessed with it.
No,
but you just like it.
But I am inspired by it.
The thing is, people, you'll say that to someone, and they'll think you're just obsessed and you're some, like, weird, shut-in alien.
Yeah, exactly.
That they don't want to talk to now.
No, I'm a normal dude. I just happen to like Japanese stuff a lot. And it's like, I feel like even wanting to learn Japanese is
But
like,
that's
you're
the
going to be a
thing.
fucking weeb.
Loving Japanese culture is somehow worse than just like being infatuated with like Spanish culture or being infatuated with Chinese culture. No, not Chinese. Sorry, like German, something that's not Asian.
Yeah. But it's not because of the weebs, because weebs are their own people, you know. They like Japanese culture, and that's like their thing.
Yeah.
If they want to dress up as Pikachu and do all that shit, power to them. But I feel like, what? You don't think that was it?
It was weird, but you can follow it with that. Yeah, sure.
You know, if you want to do whatever you want to do as it pertains to Japanese culture, do whatever you want to do with Japanese culture. But I'm not saying that like I'm superior or that they're ruining it for us.
No.
But you know, I just appreciate it. I like it a lot.
I just think it's weird. It's just weird how there's such a difference between you liking Japanese stuff and the way people think about you versus you really liking German stuff or like anything that's not Asian.
Yeah.
And people being like, oh yeah, that's normal. He really likes
Exactly, like a dude who's really into French.
Yeah, he really
Paris
likes
and that
French. He
whole
really likes
culture.
the Eiffel Tower. He loves everything that Paris, just Paris, not France.
No, everything that France has to offer.
Yeah.
No, that's completely normal. That's a European aficionado
I think just because it's so different.
or a France aficionado.
I think because it's so different from America. That's why people think it's weird to like it so much.
That's true. That's true.
It's scary to them.
It's like the next step. No,
it's
it's
scary
actually not
to
the
them
next step.
because
I
you
feel
don't
like-
understand. It makes you an outcast if you like that.
I feel like if you're an American, it's like European is the next step, and then like Asian is like
In terms of how different you are.
In terms of how people will feel about it in that respect, and like how weird you get.
Yeah.
If you're an aficionado of European culture and you're an American, compared to if you're an aficionado of like Japanese culture, Chinese culture, Korean culture, and you're American.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say it's because of our past relations with that as countries.
Yeah.
Because we're like, we didn't have like, we were at war with Japan, right? At one point?
Yeah, no,
were at
we
war with
hated them.
And like, they did bad things, but I don't think it's that. I don't think that's the reason. I think it's just something weird with cultural barriers.
Yeah.
That aren't broken yet.
Yeah.
But enough about that. That's weird.
Enough about weebs and weeb culture.
I like anime.
I like anime.
Fuck you all. I like anime. Fuck you.
Yeah. I like anime. I like Japanese. Say it.
Fucking dubs over subs, you fucking idiot. Wait. Subs over dubs, you retards. Haha. Haha. Cut it. This is the great thing about shit. This is the great thing about things. You can just cut it.
Nope, we're not going to
and
cut it.
pretend like I said the right thing.
Nope, we're not going to cut it.
Subs are better than dubs.
Subs are not better than dubs.
Dubs are better than subs.
Subs are better than dubs. Except for a select few. There's Cowboy Bebop, there's Samurai Champloo, there's Full Metal Alchemist, Soul Eater's okay.
Yeah.
What else? There's a select few, but those are the top.
Okay.
Anyway. Enough with the fucking anime
Enough
talk.
with the weeb.
Alright, so do you got one or you want me to throw one at you?
What, do you have another question?
Dude, I got a whole list.
I have what am I gonna say to you?
I'm ready with the marker.
Let's think. Let's get together.
Alright.
Okay.
What you got?
I'm thinking.
Alright.
I have to reach into the deep. I put it somewhere in my brain. I told you I told myself I was gonna ask you a question. It's somewhere there.
I'm ready for it.
Come on. Come to me.
Or is it
Shit.
around? You have no idea.
Shit. Where do you see yourself in 2 years?
Where do I see myself in 2 years finishing college? Hopefully, that was actually literally the next question that I had. You want to hear what it is?
Okay, yeah, just ask me your question.
No,
it's a lot better than what I was going to ask.
It was literally music and then future aspirations and inspirations that made those aspirations. That was mine.
Future aspirations?
Yep, future aspirations and inspirations that made those aspirations.
Can you put that in like something that's not that? Can you just ask me that question in English?
Okay. So,
simplify that for me.
Aspirations. So essentially, what do you want to do? Future aspirations. What do you want to be? What do you aspire to be?
I want to be alone. On top of a mountain. Overlooking a burning city.
Well, are you the man who burned the city, or are you the man who just watched the city burn?
Isolated. Looking upon the destruction. I descend on to my final mission.
Oh, you're still listening?
I don't know. Where do I see myself?
Exactly. It's where do you see yourself?
What do
Essentially what you were asking me. And then inspirations, things that, that get you up in the morning, and then things that influenced those aspirations, things that made you want to do what you want to do.
I think I just want to be somebody that makes people happy to a point. That sounds really corny, but like I just want to I just love making shit and saying shit that gets positive reactions out of the people around me.
So how can you turn that into a job?
It's not about turning into a job.
Yeah.
It's about...
Well, how can you turn that into something that you can do? Something more physical.
I don't know. I was thinking of... I want to make music eventually. I want to get into music.
That's
I want to start making things. I want to do more stuff type like this. I want to make little video jokes and skits.
Yeah, I'm down with
I want to stream more.
Streaming more would be a very good idea, honestly. You just need the right person, but I cannot focus when I'm playing a video game.
I just want to be like, I don't know. I don't want to make it a job though, because I feel like I won't get anything done with my life. I'm not to diss streamers and shit that do that shit for a living, but I feel like I wouldn't be satisfied with just being a full-time streamer if I.
But it still builds an audience,
Yeah.
and then they follow you with whatever crap you're doing.
But if you start with that, you're gonna lose a lot of your audience
because they just want you as a streamer.
Yeah, they don't want you as like a music maker. They don't care. They want to watch your fucking streams.
But if they appreciate you as a person enough, like if you're just playing League of Legends,
there'll be that group, but there'll also be a group that just doesn't care. So I think
then you take the group that does care.
I think streaming is like a way to connect. I would be like, if I had an audience that followed me,
yeah,
I think streaming would be a way for me to connect with them instead
so it'd be
of being
a secondary thing compared to
100%.
the primary thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, but that's like a really easy way to get in. This YouTube podcasting, if you can get the right audience, then that's the easiest way to get in. But when it comes to actually doing things that you want to do, making music, making art, then it gets kind of hard because then that's more of a niche.
Yeah.
So,
I gotta work with it. I gotta figure it out.
No, but you do have aspirations. Like you just said, you want to make people happy. You want to make people laugh. You want to.
Yeah, I think what I said like I think about what I'm doing today, and I think about like, okay, like if I'm going to work, I'll look at my schedule and be like, okay, I'm working with this person today, and then I think about like, okay, I don't want to go to work, but it would be funny to do something that'll make this person laugh really hard that I'm working with.
That's my mantra.
So I'll be like, okay, I know this person on the schedule. I'll just come in and fucking like put soap on my head, or like
I saw that,
do some weird shit, or I'll take an order at drive-thru.
Welcome to Dunkin',
and the like stupid
Dunkin'
voice.
Donuts.
Yeah. I'll take in like a stupid voice that'll make the other person laugh really hard. Or like I like making people who what is it? Who give their orders to me?
Yeah.
Who
do you want to
place
clarify?
orders?
Do you want to clarify where you work, or do you?
I work at a Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. Okay.
I like saying, well, when people say like, let me get and they have like speech impediments. I say a lot too, so you can make fun of me all you want. But when they're like, let me get I go, you wanna like right back to them.
Yeah.
Sometimes it makes them really mad.
Yeah,
which is understandable.
And then how do they react when they drive through the window? They're like, here's your fucking change.
Yeah, they get a little mad.
Yeah.
But
there are the occasional people who laugh, and then
most of them are okay with it.
I feel like I would be okay with it. I would definitely be okay with it. Yeah, that's kind of
it's funny.
Like, it breaks the system. Like you're not just like taking an order from a robot. You're actually like getting a joke from a person. It's nice. I do the same thing at Tivana, where I just try to break the mold.
It just lets you know that, okay, the person in there may not like their job, but at least they don't hate their lives.
Exactly. No, it's a very
like,
cool.
I think that's what's cool about it. I don't want to be like, hey, what can I get you? Hey, what can I get you?
Because then you get more depressing on the inside.
Yeah, you yourself gets more depressed. Not only does it just not even have an impact on the person you're talking to, because you get to interact with so many people. Why not be able to like change their fucking day?
Exactly. Dude, that's how I feel working at Tivana.
Like, just a smile at the window or like a happy attitude isn't enough for me.
Yeah?
I gotta change their day. I gotta make them laugh.
That's a really good mentality.
That's what I would say. It's a good mentality.
It's not like you're just trying to fuck with them. It's like, no, I actually want to like make them smile.
Yeah. Sometimes I come across as rude.
Which can happen. And that's what I was saying. Like, you could push it a little bit too far. Yeah,
I do that a lot.
Yeah.
It's all about testing boundaries. Once I learn my boundaries with these people, I won't go past them ever again. But initially, when you're testing all your material out on these people and you're making these kind of raunchy jokes with your coworkers, you don't. I push the line each time with the raunchy jokes, and I get a little more raunchy each time to the point where I'm saying, dude, I want to fucking nut on this guy's face. Like, this asshole at the window just ordered like 7 sandwiches. I really gotta just bust on this guy's face. And like one girl will be laughing, the other one will be like, what the fuck did he just say? So like, I'm a nut on like,
no,
but I'll laugh really hard out of that.
If it makes you laugh, then it's funny. But I have the same exact mentality at Tivana. Like, I try to switch it up. I try to make people laugh. That's why I'm knocking cups out of people's hands. I try to throw them off their game and then, like, give them something that they're not really expecting. Like, people will be walking in front of me, or not in front of me. I'm sampling. People will be walking and say, hey, you want some tea? And then you're like, no. And then I'll literally, like, stand outside of Tivana and say, hey, you want some, I'm not going to say, hey, you want some fucking tea. Please, for the love of God, have this tea. I swear to God, if you don't have this tea will change your life. This tea will cure all your illnesses. And they'll be like 10, maybe 15 yards away, and I'm still yelling at them. And the entire reason just to make them laugh. Just to make them feel slightly... Mine is like more make to feel them slightly uncomfortable to make me kind of laugh. But no. But it's still like...
I like, I think I do a similar thing, sort of. When I'll be in the room, someone will be taking someone's order. And they'll say it wrong, or like they'll make the order wrong, and the person will be like, this isn't the right order. And I'll be like, did you mess up the order? And they're like, yeah, I did.
And
I'm
just
like,
scream at them.
I'm like, again, really? And I just smack the table really fucking hard.
Oh, stuff in that vein
stuff
is
like
my
that,
favorite.
and I'll stay there, and I'll look at the table with my eyes wide, and I won't say a word. And both the customer and the employee will look at me like, and I just made the room so tense. And then I can't hold it, and I start laughing.
Yeah, exactly. I love doing shit like that. That is my bread and butter.
If I was good at not laughing when I did shit like that, I could take it to a whole nother level.
Just like throw some donuts in the air and then walk in the back room.
Well, yeah, I don't destroy property, but
no, obviously
I
not.
smack the counter really hard and be like, and I'll start breathing like so heavily. It pisses me. It really makes me feel uncomfortable. But like something like that where you're just like changing the atmosphere of the room.
Yeah, not giving them not what they expect.
Exactly.
Like I could just be like, hey, you want some tea? No, all right. Or hey, you want some tea? Yeah, sure. Here you go. Like no, it's like, hey, you want some tea? No, it's actually I say, hey, you want a free cup? Free cup samples. Hey, you want a free cup? And then people actually like take the cup, and I'm like, keep walking, and they keep walking, and just walking away with the free cup. Like instead of having tea, and then can I put tea in the cup? It's like nope, can't. No, free cup.
I think it would be funny if you had one of the hats.
Yeah.
That had the 2 straws and the cups at the end, and you put 2 Tivana cups in there.
I can do that.
Like, try your sample.
And I just
what do you like this one?
Exactly. Spit it out. You're like, there you go.
Dude,
I would love.
You'd get so
no. The thing is, like, I would spit it out, hand it to them, and be like, no, this one's mine. I would take it to the limit where they might take it, where they're reaching for
but
it, and then
be gross.
I know
it would be body gross.
Maybe it would be body gross. Technically, we're not supposed to give them anything that we sipped, so that would be definitely the line. I mean, I'm already pushing the line.
No, that would be completely broken line. Like that would be pushing the line. That'd just be funny though. That'd be a funny like bit to do.
That would.
But
I think it may come with a hat with 2 cups and just put like some Tivana shit. Yeah, I think I might do that. That might be the next.
Yeah, just drink out of it. Like as you're giving it to people, just be like drink both of them to be like, oh, it's so good. Like
it cures cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my autism is going away. And just scream. Like just scream. No, that'd be good.
No, I'm glad that we have this fun. Well, I feel like you don't record yourself though.
No,
that's
I don't.
The thing.
I don't like recording.
I record myself.
I don't take selfies. I don't record myself.
Yeah.
I feel like having a camera in hand for my type of humor and the shit I do just wouldn't work because what I do happens so spur of the moment that I don't have time to pull the camera.
You can't plan it. Yeah.
So if someone was filming me, maybe it'd be funny.
Yeah.
But I can't film myself doing it unless I had like a hidden camera somewhere.
That's why one of my coworkers said, like, dude, we should just have GoPros on.
Yeah,
and just record people's reactions. Yeah.
I'd do it, but it's probably against policy.
It definitely is. Yeah, you're recording people without the permission.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I just love doing that shit, though. I think it's really funny.
Yeah. No, same here. Fucking love my job and what they let me get away with. But the thing is, I can never post my videos online because I'll probably get sued. So I have to wait till I stop working at Tivana and stop working at Starbucks to maybe then post them on.
No, you probably still get sued.
I probably still get sued.
Yeah, 100% because you were affiliated with the company at one point.
Gold though, fucking genius.
It is. But that's something you either have to go through the process of blurring out every single
face, every single logo, everything.
Because you didn't ask these people, hey, your camera being filmed.
Yeah, no.
Like, you can't. But if you went through the process of that.
Can't even post Void God.
Void God would probably be a lot easier to post.
I think it will.
Because you just blur out the logos. And then
I would literally have to blur out everything. I want to recreate Void God in this school, probably. And then I would like to have you be Void God. And then me be me.
I liked it way better when you didn't have a voice.
Well, we could do it as just text. I honestly just need you sitting in a chair because Void God wasn't really.
Oh, you want me to just have like a hoodie?
I essentially had a hoodie on, and then I'm just gonna get like a giant post-it note and just put it on your face, and you'll be Void God.
I'll do it.
Yeah, because Void God is hilarious, but we have to do it outside of Tivana. So that's that. So that's kind of aspirations, not really aspirations. For me, aspirations is just owning my own business, being my own boss, being able to design, make whatever I want, and have people appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much my aspirations. And a revelation that I had was people would ask me like, hey, what do you want to do for a job? And I'd be like, oh, I want to own my own business. But I'd never really like have that in my heart. I'd be like, I want to own my own business, but I was kind of like half-ass saying it. Like that's and then one day it just clicked where I was like, all right, I can't see myself working for anybody else for more than maybe like 2 years. So I should want to open up my own business. So then to open up my own business, I have to then make steps to open up my own business. Mm-hmm. And that can seem like a very like, well, yeah, duh. But it just wasn't clicking in my mind. So I was like, all right, so how do I open up my own business? Let's do a website. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's start doing videos. Let's start promoting it. Let's start doing all this. Let's start making the preemptive steps to do this so then I can then one day have my own business, however long it takes. So to go back further and answer to your question, where do you see yourself in 2 years? I want to have some type of following, a good following of people who will support and buy my goods. But then again, I have to refine myself, refine my business, refine everything. Just
being able to talk like this is practice in itself.
That's true.
And like if we keep doing stuff like this, I think we'll
eventually get
somewhere. Like it's just as long as we're happy with what we're putting out and we feel like this is our 100% after we edit this and all.
Yeah.
After you put out an art piece or anything.
Yeah.
As long as you feel like I said this to you before, but I'll say it again for the podcast.
Yeah.
As long as you're happy with what you put out, as long as you're happy with something you made, put it out into the internet, put it out into the world, and take the criticism and take the compliments. Yeah. Because you are your own worst critic at the end of it.
That's fucking
you
true.
think when you look at a piece of art that you made, it's completely different from what someone else sees because you see everything you did wrong in your art. Mm-hmm. You see everything, every error, every little line that you messed up, everything that you wanted to make better. Other people don't see that. Other people say, holy shit, this looks cool. Or, oh, this kind of looks weird. I didn't like the color with this. Or
no, but you're like, this is fucking shit. This is awful.
You literally know exactly what you did wrong and exactly what you like. But
and it sucks because it's like, it feels like my artwork will never be that good. And it's like, I want to be a better illustrator. I'm a decent graphic designer. I'm a decent graphic designer, but I could be doing a whole lot better. But I want to be a better illustrator, which is like more fine drawing, which is like drawing figures and things like that.
I would say keep making stuff. Keep putting stuff out there. Make sure you're happy with products that you make. Throw it out there. Start little. Set little goals for yourself. Like, what do you want to make? Like, you said figures, right?
Figures. I want to start drawing figures. Like, all right, bodies. There's this guy I'm going to show you. I don't know if I showed him before, but let me pull him up. Let's see. This is going to obviously be edited out, but let me look it up. Instagram. This one I could probably actually do on non-incognito. A guy showed me this dude.
It's Evan.
It's Evan.
I didn't think he had long hair.
No, dude. Yeah, no. He's growing it out. This dude. Look at this shit.
Yeah.
Look at this. The guy's name is Nishio, and it's Instagram.
Oh yeah, you did show me him.
Yeah, I think I did. Like, if I would be so happy with myself. I would be so satisfied with my work. And I say this, and maybe I get to this level, and I still think it's shit. But I would be so happy with my work if I could do things like this. If I could take time and sketch and draw things, even as simple as this, you know. just that, and just have like the detail there and have everything look proportionate. But this guy's 20 years old.
Yeah.
And he's this level.
Yeah, that's the thing. People are born with varying amounts of talents.
That's true.
But if you work on something and you perfect your style, and if you want your style to be closer to something like that,
yeah,
fucking
just work on it.
Just work on it. I wouldn't say like it's not really stealing someone's style to take inspiration from it and draw stuff similar to it. But if you can integrate that guy's style with something of your own,
yeah,
fucking golden. Fucking golden. That's the thing.
Yeah. And it's like I want to open up a design shop.
Like I don't want to make music that's entirely similar to like Young Bae's music, but I'll take a lot of inspiration from Young Bae because I love that genre.
Yeah. Oh, dude, if you make future funk, I'll fucking cream my pants.
That's the thing.
If you make future funk, I'll fucking cream my pants.
I might do it.
Please make.
It's
future
definitely
funk.
something like that.
If you want to start that path, make fucking future funk.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It just takes time. I'm working on books. I want to write books.
Yeah. That's aspirations,
Been working on books for 1.5 years. I've been writing 2 books.
Tell me about them a little bit.
One is a poetry book that combines various elements of my life and the life of people around me.
Am I in that book?
And looks at them from the third person.
Am I in that book? Or as a figure person?
It's all figurative. It's like no one's name is in there, but it's all just experiences. And like I'm hoping that.
Sorry, the audio cut out. Continue.
Are we back?
We are back.
Okay.
I was trying to make a marker and I kind of fucked up.
Good.
All right, continue. You're talking about your book.
One is a poetry book, where it's just different poetry. Different. It doesn't really have any form to it. It's all free form stuff. Some of it rhymes. Some of it doesn't. Most of it doesn't rhyme. Most of it's short stories. It's all just it's like an abstract kind of book. It's weird because like I'll have one page that's just like 4 lines. And I have like another 3 pages that's a whole short story. And then they'll keep going and they'll all have chapters and titles.
I actually like the idea of that.
The other one is a fictional book that I've only begun working on characters. And I've been describing characters. So I'm only working on characters that I want in the book and the setting. The setting is, of course, like a post-apocalyptic fucking ravaged world.
I fuck with that.
And but it has different properties. So I want like magic to be involved in shit. I want stuff like that. So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be like a magic-y action kind of discovering oneself kind of tale.
I fuck with that. I feel like you'd be very good at telling stories.
Yeah,
you are very good at telling stories.
Thanks. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try that now. Yeah. Once I release those, I'm gonna try to. I want to self-publish on Amazon.
That's not a bad idea.
That's what I want. That's the big goal. To self-publish my books for like maybe like $5 each on Amazon.
Just to have a book, man. Just to whip your
dick
dick
on
the table.
I wrote a book, guys.
Yeah, no.
I wrote a book.
No, that's an amazing accomplishment.
I'm a published author.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously.
Like,
that's serious.
No, that'd be cool. I'm down. I'm so like down for that. So yeah, keep
even post a book about the short poems and short stories.
It'll be out.
Yeah.
Like once I get everything together and write it all, because I have a lot of it written, but it's nowhere close to being done. And I'm gonna scrap some stories. I'm gonna add more in. It has to all be edited. It's a hard time, and I'm doing it all by myself. I don't have like an editor or anything. So
still, it makes it more personal. Okay, so I have 2 things off of that. Not having an editor and sharing stories and writing stories. Being a designer, I feel like I want to rely on my own designs to push my business, push my craft, push my art. I don't want to have to hire outside designers, even though that is like a thing that I could do. I could definitely hire outside designers to make my designs. Then I feel like I wouldn't be as fulfilled. I feel like it wouldn't be me pushing it. I feel it would be like me hiring other people to push it. And I don't feel like I would feel good doing that. It's not like I'm paying to get. It's like pay to win compared to play to win.
Here's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
I think once you've established a small community that likes what you do and likes what you make by yourself, collaborate with people and bring people on board that are around the same size as you are. So if you find another small design company that has around the same amount of followers and the same amount of sales, talk to them, bridge gaps, collab on a piece together. This is the Jordan and X guy. combining to make a shirt or a line of shirts.
Yeah, I mean,
do
you
that.
see like Supreme do that. You see Ripon. You see a whole lot of people do that. Just collabs.
I think when people the same size as you, if you help each other grow and rise together, as opposed to just paying some huge company that already hires a lot of designers already.
Yeah,
so
to
you
just
don't
like
even know
make your designs. Like
Yeah.
that's not. I feel like
genu-
that's not genuine.
It's
That's
not.
just pay. That's just pay to win, and it's like
It's not genuine. There's no guarantee that you'll take off.
exactly.
But
I
if
mean,
it
it's
comes
not going to
from-
be a waste of
and
money.
it's also
it has to
not
be
gonna.
art, but-
Well, yeah, it's also not gonna feel like it's coming from you.
And that's the main point.
It's
That's
not gonna
the
be
main point.
self-satisfying.
Yeah, and that's gonna eat away at me. It's like I didn't make this. This is my thing.
Yeah, so
This is my
definitely
design.
collab with people that are the same size as you.
Yeah.
It goes for anything you're working on. Music, collab with people that do the same music as you. Collab with people that draw the same kind of art as you, or that you are inspired by. Talk to them.
Yeah,
The worst that happens is they don't talk to you.
they say no.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you keep doing your shit, keep building your following.
Don't
Maybe
worry about it.
eventually they'll hook up with you
Yeah,
later.
the world will always generate new people.
Yeah,
Everyone wants to be creative before they want to settle down for a desk job, trust me.
that's true. You know, every child wants to be an artist. Not every child. Every child wants to be an astronaut.
Yeah. I wanted to be a fucking rabbit.
You did?
No, I wanted to be a wolf when I was a kid.
Furry?
No, just a wolf. Like I thought I was like I wanted to just be a wolf when I was a kid.
Oh,
I thought I didn't grasp the concept that you couldn't be anything. When my mom said you could be anything,
So you were like, oh, be a wolf.
I want to be a wolf, dude. Like wolves are cool.
Yeah.
And she was like,
I mean, honey, I'm gonna have to
I
break
guess I'll be a.
That's like the. That's
How about an engineer?
Yeah.
No.
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 I want to run free. I want to run free in the wild and shit in the woods.
Yeah,
Live
that
by the
sounds
lakes.
fun.
Yeah. I mean, wolves have it pretty hard, but I feel like being a wolf would be pretty
I
fulfilling.
feel like being a wolf would be the best fucking thing ever.
You think so?
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
But you have to like survive.
Yeah. But you're built to do that.
That's true. You are a warrior from a different time.
You're built to be a wolf.
Mm.
Like you're built to live and eat and fucking hunt your prey. That's cool as fuck.
Like that's your future aspiration.
That's fucking metal,
that's
dude.
Your survival.
That's fucking metal as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Be a wolf, eat shit, sleep on shit,
Yeah.
be a fucking alpha.
You definitely be an alpha.
Yeah, dude.
Lead your own squad.
Lead my wolf squad around.
Or would
and
you be a
fucking
lone
chill.
wolf?
No,
No.
I'd have a pack of dudes
Alright.
chilling.
Fuck with that.
My wolf squadron.
Alright. From young.
At the end of the day, I would be alone though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You feel
just
like you
like
would
that.
like go out and be like, all right, guys. You would lead the pack to your son. And
After I found someone suitable to take my place, I'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, here, lead the group, and just
And then
walk
you
away
just-
and find another group.
find another group, not
Yeah.
even just like
No,
live on your
I
own.
ditch for another group.
All right. But then would you have to like then be fight the alpha of that group to then become the alpha?
Yeah,
Yeah, but you're
Yeah.
okay with that.
yeah.
Alright. I feel like you'd be more the person just like leave it alone. Like you'd be in your like wolf 50s. You'd have a son. You give the pack to your son essentially. Like, hey, you got this
And
kid.
just chill.
And then just chill. Just fucking
Why are
roam
we-
the world. I
Talking
don't
about
fucking know.
wolves.
I have no idea. Hold on, let me put a fucking.
Hey, should we wrap up now?
We're at an hour 23.
Yeah, let's wrap up. That's
you want to
enough
wrap
work
up? You don't
with.
want to go through more topics?
No, that's enough to work with. We can go through more topics next time.
Wolf. No, we should end on something.
Okay, if you have something you want to end with, go.
All right, so I got a few. We could just rattle them off. We could what we're working on.
Lightning
we could do
round.
that. Yeah.
Lightning
no.
round.
What we're working on and what we're up to. What are you working on? Books.
Working
Music.
on books.
I'm
Maybe
working
working
on-
on music eventually.
Yeah, I'm working on websites. I'm working on apparel. I'm working on designs. Working on shop business, etc. School and stress. How's school?
School's hard.
Yeah, school's
School's
hard.
really rough. I hate school. I flunked my first semester of college and got financial aid revoked. So
Is this
now
semester or
I-
is this
no,
last one?
This is my first semester when I went
This
straight
semester?
in out of high school. No, this is
Oh,
my
okay.
second. This is my second semester.
Did you
getting
get financial aid
back.
again?
I have to pass to get financial aid back
Oof.
this semester.
How you doing?
Good.
That's good.
Got a project to present.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. I
All
haven't
right.
started the project yet, but we'll get it done.
Cool. All right. Stress.
Stress is whatever. You deal with it. I don't smoke. I don't. I used to drink. I don't drink that much anymore.
Yeah.
Stress is something you deal with. It's not a bad thing. I don't view being stressed out as being a bad thing. Whenever I feel myself really stressed out, usually after I'm done freaking out, I'll stop and smile at myself and be like, okay,
I went through
I
that.
like this
Yeah.
challenge. This is a challenge.
Yeah.
Fuck being stressed out. This is the challenge and I'm going to accept it.
It's about how you. It's about how you spend
It's
it.
mindset, dude. It's all
Yeah.
your mindset.
Nice.
If you let yourself get stressed out, dude, You're gonna ruin yourself.
All right, next. Art, I agree. School for me, it's going pretty good. I have to wake up early. I have to learn to wake up earlier. My next semester is going to be 9:30 classes every single day, so I'm not going to be looking forward to that. So I have to learn to schedule and time manage. That's one of the things that I am losing right now is time management skills. I've never had time management skills, but it's time to fucking nut up or shut up. Stress, I'm not really that stressed, but there is some internal stresses, depression, all that shit. But again, like Marcus said, it's how you spin it. It's a challenge. You got to fight through it. All right. Art, what we like and what we don't like. Art is art. What we like and what we don't like. What do you like about art? Art is expression.
I like color theory.
You like color theory?
I like using colors in things. I think all of my art, if I could use it, would just be taking pictures of the outside world or of like restaurants and stuff, and just making everything different solid colors.
So would you like take the restaurant itself and then make like that a block of orange or a block
and then
of
like
red?
The light would be like blue or some weird shit, and then the silhouettes of people.
So would
be
you
like,
edit the?
I would trace over everything in a piece of art and make it varying degrees of solid colors. That is the most beautiful art to me. It's just like color.
You have a Wacom tablet and a phone. Start.
I could do it.
Yeah.
But
like,
that's art. That's cool to me.
No, like start.
I really like animation.
I could post on my fucking thing.
Seeing people who are good at animating blows my mind. I fucking love watching animation.
My brother's getting into animation as well.
I love looking at cartoons. That's why I love watching anime so much. I just love the style of animation that people use and looking at different styles. Even if it's porn, dude. Like,
even if it's porn?
It's whatever.
Porn,
it's still well animated.
Hentai is kind of bad.
It is.
It is, because it's just like the same repetitive boob jiggle over and over and over, and then
no,
the
it's
same
not good. I'm not saying I jack off to hentai, but I can appreciate good art when I see it.
Okay.
Sometimes I jack off to hentai, though.
I jack off to hentai too. I jack off to food or porn.
I think everyone. Look. We don't have to go into genres. You can cut that if you want.
I don't want to.
All right.
I'm keeping that in. That's a little secret. That's a little tidbit.
That's not a secret anymore.
It's not a secret anymore, but hey, sometimes chicks with dicks. Only in hentai form.
Okay.
Only in hentai form.
No, I dig it.
All right, cool. How we feel about art? We pretty much just said that. How we feel about ourselves? How do you feel about yourself?
I'm nowhere close to where I want to be, but I can see myself getting there soon.
Same. Yeah, actually same. Drugs of all kinds and opinions on them. You don't like drugs. You don't do drugs.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with drugs.
I think that drugs are okay. LSD is fine. DMT is fine. Shrooms are fine. Weed is fine in proportion. All of these are fine in proportion. Cocaine's not cool. Heroin's not cool, obviously. Things that can really be destructive towards you. Things that can build you up. Weed can build you up. You can also get lost in that trap. It's all about, proportion, and it's all about, not going overboard with it like I did.
Smoking fat doinks, dude.
Smoking fat doinks.
Fucking love doinks.
Focus back Scooby Snacks.
What the fuck did you just say?
Never mind.
Just
Smoking
just
fat
replay the
shroom.
audio like 20 times and just cut the podcast.
That's maybe how we Focus back Scooby Snacks. 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 We'll end it like that, but anime and television, already pretty much talked about. Relationships, we can get into that in a hot second. YouTube and finding our voice among the masses. Do you think that we covered that? Finding your voice, how to find your voice among the masses?
Just be confident in how you talk. Don't try to have it'd be like, oh, this is my YouTube voice. This is my voice, and it ends up just being your normal fucking voice at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Just talk and be confident in yourself, and someone will listen.
Yeah, in your opinions. You're eventually gonna find your people. You're eventually gonna find
your
your
audience eventually. Mm-hmm. I haven't hit that yet, but I can speak.
You have 6 people who view you when you stream.
I'll speak.
That's an audience. We're speaking right now.
That's it.
To someone. All right. How to find you among the masses. That's fine. Mental health and personal health. That's pretty much what we covered. Heaven and hell. That is way too deep. Relationships.
What about them?
Friends and girlfriends and things like that.
How do I view them, or how do I have them?
How do you view them? Do you think you're ready for them? Do you think you're emotionally ready? I know that at a point now you don't really have time to invest, but do you think that you could see yourself getting into a relationship?
I think it's not about me. If I wanted to, I can juggle a relationship right now.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of finding a person that is right. I've been in relationships that just they just go south after a few months, or after 2 or 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in a 2 or 3 year relationship, and it was great, and then it ended, and it was awful. But I think just finding the right person.
It definitely is finding the right person. I'm having a hard time finding the right person.
Here's the thing: when you're being friendships are something you have to cultivate. To be social is like such a necessity in our life.
Yeah, you can't be a hikikomori.
That's what I'll say. I'll say this to anyone. Be social. Interact with people face to face. You can have friends online. That's not bad. But you need to have people that you interact with socially outside of your house. Because if you don't do that, you will become a shut-in.
Yeah.
It is not fun.
And then you're not going to learn how to like communicate with people properly. You're going to go deeper and deeper into the hole.
It is such a necessity to interact with people.
Yeah. It's like working out. You gotta work out your social methods.
Do it once or twice a week. Grab some friends. It doesn't matter. You can go out to eat with your friends. It can be that. You can go out. You can go to the gym with a few friends. It can be that. You can go to a park. You can do whatever. Just get out of your house and do something.
Yeah.
That is so necessary.
That's fair. All right, so that's relationships. Let me see if there's anything else. Finding your voice, The Matrix. We don't really need to cover that. You know, is this a simulation? Are we in a simulation?
No.
You don't think so?
No, because I pinched myself and it hurts, so I know it's real.
Well, you could be a simulation. That could just be the feeling of.
But it doesn't matter.
Well,
if it hurts me, it still hurts me. I don't care if I'm a computer. I don't give a fuck. It hurts, so I'm not gonna pinch myself. Look, ow! I'm here. Just pinched myself. Doesn't matter if it's a simulation. You get lost in that thought.
Yeah, no, we're that's one of the biggest things because I believe that I might be in a simulation.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
No, it does because I'm still here.
Yeah,
I still have to live this life.
That's what I'm saying. People get lost in that kind of shit. It's like fucking shut up.
We're gonna break out of the Matrix, and it's like, dude, you're in the Matrix.
Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. Congratulations, we're in a simulation. What the fuck are you gonna do about it?
You found it out. Like, who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Do you think that people figured out that the world is a simulation? Like, how do you think they would react?
I think if everyone found out.
If everyone found out. If every single TV screen, if your eyelids were TV screens.
Yeah, if suddenly like the world just became like a fucking green screen.
Yeah, exactly. Like in outer space, the fucking biggest green screen was like, guess what? It's like God.
Yeah,
just
like
unveiled.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Like
and it was like you're in a fucking simulation, faggots, and it's like, what do you think the world would react?
I think a lot of people would freak the fuck out.
I feel like religion would crumble.
Mass hysteria.
Yeah.
So, but also a part of me feels like people wouldn't even believe it. People would literally just live like they lived because that's the only way they know how.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't
just
change
stuck in
and
the
think
system.
about it.
You're just grinding down the same wheel. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think part of me thinks that people would freak out and fucking there would be mass hysteria, and also another part of me thinks that nobody would give a fuck.
No, you're regardless.
God would say, "Hey, the world's fake." And people would shut up, idiot.
Yeah. I still gotta go to my job.
Yeah.
I still gotta eat my wife's pussy.
Yeah.
How the fuck the fake world's gonna help?
Yeah, exactly.
How you think? Still gotta eat my Scooby snacks, motherfucker.
There's a huge bug just flew up that ceiling. That was a huge bug.
Well, with that has pretty much covered everything, guys. Thank you for watching, listening, whatever, to the Mooshi pilot episode 1. I think we did a pretty good job. It was a nice conversation.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on this adventure.
Yeah.
On this pilot episode.
We're gonna see where it goes. Nobody's gonna view this over the course of ever. We may post it somewhere just to see how people feel about it. Just get some feedback.
We'll post it. We'll definitely post it.
I like it.
This will be fun. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Love you all.
Love you all. It's been real. Scooby snacks.
Hey, what's up, people? It's me, Marcus, the editor for today's podcast. Just coming and saying, hey, thanks for sticking around. I appreciate if you listen to this entire fucking pile of steaming hot content that we produce for you. Shout out to That Foot Dive. That's D-A-T, That Foot Dive, for his or her music. I love your music. Thanks for giving me permission and responding so fast when I asked you, literally the day before editing this, if I could use it in the outro. Future episodes may happen. The timing's hard. College is fucking beating both of our asses simultaneously. You can check the description for links. If we upload to a platform that has a description box, I'll put links to everyone that we mentioned in this podcast, and you guys can check them out for yourself. If you have any questions, or you want us to talk about specific topics on future episodes, you can tweet at TheGuruVG on Twitter. I'll respond to most of those. I love you all. Goodbye. Mwah. Kisses. Mwah. Thanks, guys.
We are thirsty. We couldn't find